The teams that have played the Lakeland Chiefs so far this season have found out that it may have been wiser to check the weather reports rather than the scouting reports before going into the game. The Chiefs' offensive attack revolves around their thunder. Quarterback Paul Pidgeon and fullback Ed Dokulovich, and their lightning, tailback Joby Fawcett. Those three are the leaders of this unbeaten unit.
Doc, Paul, and I are veterans, so we have to kind of carry the load. And Coach told us at the beginning of the year that we were going to be the experienced ones, so we'd have to go out there and help the younger guys get adjusted.
Coach even told us before the season started, he said to be ready and be in good shape and ready to go.
You like that leadership role?
Oh, yes, it's great. A lot of work, but it's worth it. It pays off.
While these three players have been getting most of the headlines for their work on the field this season, they're all quick to realize that they couldn't do it without each other and without their teammates. Eddie and Joby in the backfield with you. How much do these guys help you?
Oh, a lot. Between carrying out the fakes and just doing the things they do, it takes a lot of pressure off me.
Well, I can't be as good as I am without Doc, Paul, or any of my linemen, because they're the ones that do all the work, and carrying the ball is the easy part when they open up holes.
There are still a couple of games left to the season, but with the forecast of thunder and lightning, the reign of the Lakeland Chiefs as champs of the Big 11 may be close at hand. Sid Michaels, Eyewitness Sports.
This game between Lakeland and Williamsport was a defensive struggle until the second quarter. Then Williamsport, 4th and 7 from their own 19. Nate Culp with the punt. It's picked up by number 26, Joby Fawcett for the Chiefs. He will take the ball deep into Millionaire territory, helping to set up the first score of the football game. First and goal to Williamsport 3. Ed Dokulovich takes it in for Lakeland. The Chiefs are out in front, 6-0. The Chiefs will strike again before halftime. 2nd and 10 at the Williamsport 37. Paul Pidgeon back to pass. He finds Bob Goodrich. It's complete, a 33-yard gain, and it looks like the Chiefs are going in again. 2nd and goal at the 2. Ed Dokulovich scores. At halftime, Lakeland leads 12-0. In the second half, the Millionaires try to get back in the ball game. 2nd and 8 at the Lakeland 40, late in the third quarter. Tim Fosnot, number 33, gets the call. He'll take it 16 yards for a first down at the Lakeland 25. Then 2nd and 8. Corey Jett, he'll roll to his right, tuck the ball in, go into the end zone for a touchdown, but it wasn't enough. Lakeland wins 12-6 over Williamsport. The Williamsport Millionaires have finished their season with a record of 10 wins and 2 losses. Meanwhile, the Lakeland Chiefs are just one game away from an Eastern Conference Class A championship. They'll host the title game next weekend. In Williamsport, Scott Masteller, Eyewitness Sports.
The Chiefs scored on their first possession today. Joby Fawcett goes right. He's hemmed in, so he cuts back and goes all the way across the field, scoring from 6 yards, 6-0 Lakeland. It took Tunkhannock just seconds to tie. They took the kickoff, and on first down, Gary Brennan throws this pass just over the Lakeland defender's hand into the arms of Rich Clark. He completes the pretty 67-yard scoring play. Suddenly, it's even at 6. Second period, still tied at 6. Brennan and Clark hook up again, and Clark makes some nice moves on his way to a 19-yard score, 12-6 Tigers. The Chiefs came right back after the kickoff to take the lead. Fawcett scores in a 4-yard run. They made the extra point, 13-12 Lakeland at the half. The Chiefs would score on their first possession of the second half. The quick hitter up the gut to Ed Dokulovich would go for 48 yards before Dokulovich was caught from behind by Clark. It put the ball at the Tunkhannock 7. And on the next play, Dokulovich went the remaining 7 yards. Lakeland led 20-12. The Chiefs tacked on their final score with 7 minutes to go in the game. Fawcett going 16 yards. He carried 4 Tigers the final 4 yards. Lakeland, the Class A champ, beating Tunkhannock.
They're a very good football team, very physical, and we just had some big plays that made the game today.
13-0. What's it feel like?
It's the best feeling in the world. Nothing better than 13-0.
Oh, that's great. It really hasn't set in yet, but when it does, it'll feel great.
Lakeland finishes the season as the champions with a perfect 13-0 mark. First event, the finals of the 300-meter hurdles. AA, the winner with a district record time of 38.1 seconds. Kadri Ismail of Myers breaking his old mark of 38.7. Jamie Taylor of GIR was second, and Ken Daubert of Hanover area was third. The finals of the AA discus was held this afternoon too, and the winner was Tom Prodzik of Lakeland with a toss of 144 feet, 10 inches. Several trial heats were also run this afternoon at the districts. In the 100-meter dash, first place, Rocket Ismail of Myers in a blazing time of 10.2 seconds. That's better than his 1986 district mark of 10.7. Joby Fawcett of Lakeland and Mike Guidros of GAR today were clocked at 10.7. Trials now of the 110-meter hurdles, and the winner in AA with a time of 13.6, breaking his old mark of 14.5 seconds, Kadri Ismail. Second, Joby Fawcett at 14.3, and third was Matt Karpiak of Wallenpaupack. He came in at 15.2. The javelin throw was part of the other action this afternoon at District Track and Field Championships, as well as the double and AAA shot put. We'll have a complete rundown on the action from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium tonight at 11. Sid Michaels, Eyewitness Sports. Tonight's first final, the 110-meter hurdles AA. In that race, Kadri Ismail destroyed his old district mark with a time of 13.5 seconds. It was a full second better than the former record. Joby Fawcett of Lakeland was second. It was Kadri's second new mark of the day since he turned the trick earlier in the 300-meter hurdles.
I'm happy that, I did what I did, and I just praise the Lord, and I just thank Him all the time that, He gave us the beautiful weather and everything. What more can you ask for?
The AAA 110 hurdle winner was Wyoming Valley West Joe Blannett with a time of 15.1. Jerry Camp of West Scranton was second, Bill James of Abington Heights third. In the 100-meter showdown, AA, Rocket Ismail backed up his 10.2 in the afternoon trials with a 10.3-second performance in the championship race. He edged Mike Guidros of GAR and third place Joby Fawcett. After a 10.2 in the trials, again, were you disappointed with the 10.3 in the final?
Well, not really, because I wanted to run just to be consistent, stay in that range, and like I said, I'd rather do this in states than to do it here.
In the AAA 100-meter race, John Strange of Dallas edged Brian Kelly of North Pocono in a time of 10.9 to take home the top prize. Running down some of tonight's other winners, AA 1,600 meters, Chris Psnietsny of Northwest at a time of 4 minutes, 30.8 seconds. Ed Rudzinski of Lake Lehman was second. The AAA winner, Hugh Mundy of Dallas, his winning time 4:17.8. Judd Jordan of Wyoming area finished second. Next up, the 400-meter dash, and the AA champion is Ed Disiak of Bishop Hoban. His 49.1-second performance better the old district mark of 49.3. The AAA 400-meter winner, John Strange of Dallas. Dale Walton of North Pocono was second. Also tonight, the Myers 400-meter relay team tied their own record of a year ago, covering the distance in 43 seconds flat. The AAA winner was Tunkhannock in a time of 44.3. It edged Scranton Tech's 44.4. And finally, the AAA triple jump with a distance of 44 feet. The winner, Rico Williams of Scranton Tech. It happened today in action at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Today's top performers now advance to the state championships next weekend at Shippensburg, right?
Right!
Sid Michaels, Eyewitness Sports Nightcast. First up, the preliminaries of the 110-meter hurdles, boys AA. Kadri Ismail of Myers came home first in a time of 14.64 seconds. Lakeland's Joby Fawcett was second at 14.78. Then the finals of the girls' AA shot put, a 6th place state finish for GAR's Chris Golden with a distance of 38 feet, 8.5 inches. To the boys' AA javelin, Brad Boych of Myers came up 2 inches short of the gold medal with a toss of 201 feet, 4 inches. Third place also went to a District 2 athlete from Dunmore, Rich Boise. His toss, 200 feet, 11 inches. To the boys' 3,200-meter relay preliminaries, the team from Dallas, using a strong kick from Hugh Mundy, won their heat in a time of 7 minutes, 56.9 seconds. The best showing by a local athlete in the girls' AAA 100-meter dash preliminaries, Trina Plasko of Tamaqua, her time 12.47 seconds, a half second behind the winner. Preliminaries of the boys' AA 100-meter dash, Rocket Ismail beat last year's champion Bob Samuels of Farrell. His winning time 10.8 seconds. Joby Fawcett was 8th. Mike Guidros of GAR finished 10th. Raghib Ismail also had an outstanding showing in the long jump. He tied the state record at 24 feet, 3.5 inches on this jump, but officials said it was wind-aided, so it won't go in the books. as tying that mark. And finally, in the boys' 1,600-meter run, AAA, second heat won by Hugh Mundy of Dallas with a time of 4 minutes, 24.37 seconds. The state track and field championships will wrap up tomorrow at Shippensburg University. Early this morning, Kadri Ismail brought home the first gold of the day in the 300-meter hurdles, shattering the state record by almost a half second, winning the event at a time of 37.56 seconds, his second straight gold medal in the 300 hurdles.
Well, I'm pleased with the performance, and I just praise the Lord, for giving me the coaching staff, helping me run the race and everything and training me for it. I was a little disappointed as far as the first two hurdles. Thought I could run a little bit faster, but it's a state meet. It's my last race in the 300s this year, so I can't really complain.
A little bit later, Kadri then became a repeat winner in the 110-meter hurdles, taking the event in a time of 14.04 seconds. Lakeland's Joby Fawcett was second at 14.27. Raghib Ismail became a two-time gold medalist at this year's championships in the 100-meter dash, covering that distance in a time of 10.63 seconds, edging the man who beat him last year, Bob Samuels. District 2 rival Mike Guidros of GAR finished third. The Rocket yesterday won his first gold of the games in the long jump.
Just knowing that he was there, and plus Mike Guidros from GAR Memorial was there also, and both of them are very strong runners. After 60 yards, it gets stronger. So my focus point was to run a smooth race the first 60 and really try to push it to last.
Myers also brought home the gold in the 400-meter relays, breaking their old mark with a time of 42.65 seconds. They set the former record a year ago. A panel of sportscasters and writers from the area select a total of 18 athletes of the month during the school year. Today, all of those were honored, with 2 being selected athletes of the year. The guest speaker for the affair was former University of Scranton All-American basketball star Bill Beswar, himself a one-time athlete of the month. First, the female athlete of the year was announced, and the winner from Dunmore High School, Kathy Maguire, who led the Lady Bucks to an unbeaten regular season and the Lackawanna Southern Division title, and also won the 800 meters in the District 2 track meet.
I'm flattered, really, because all the athletes that were in the running for it, like Dana Plunkett, Laura Sharp, they're great athletes. All of them were, so it's a big honor. It's one of the biggest honors I ever got.
Next, the male winner. And it was Lakeland's Joby Fawcett. He set a number of Lackawanna League track records and also led the Chiefs to an unbeaten season and the Eastern Conference Class A football championship.
Well, the football season was great, going 13-0 and winning the championship. The track season was probably the best I've ever had in my life, and winning the 3 state medals was the best thing that happened to me all year.
Fawcett, who's heading to Lafayette, edged Valley View's Rick Bray in the balloting, while Maguire, who will attend Bloomsburg University, outpointed Lackawanna Trail's Laura Sharp for the award.
Seven of them out there.
Seventh place, Golden Murray, Elmer Myers, 70.7. Next place, Lena, 60.4.
The coaches and the talent got together tonight as the city and the county officially helped launch the activity concerning the August Classic. The Dream Game always showcases a world of talent from throughout Lackawanna County, and this year is no different. The head coaches are pleased with the material on their respective clubs.
I think there's been an abundance this year of talented athletes in all the different positions. We're looking forward to it. As a coaching staff, we feel it's a joy to be working with youngsters of this caliber.
I think there's very good talent. I don't know if there's Division I type talent, but there's an awful lot of good college Division I AA, Division II and III talent on this field that's going to be played August 3rd.
The Dream Game is played for charity, and the main benefactor this year is the Pennsylvania Association for the Blind. For the players, it's one last chance to shine before the hometown fans.
There's a lot of sportsmanship here. The boys know each other from playing all through their senior years. It may be their last opportunity to play on the gridiron again, and it's also another opportunity for them to be observed by other colleges. Maybe it's their last chance to be observed this year for a chance for maybe a space in a college team in the fall.
The 1988 Dream Game, and Sid Michaels will have more on the Football Classic with a few players tomorrow night at 6. For the past 54 years, the Dream Game has been turning out some of the finest high school football players in northeastern Pennsylvania, and this year will be no different. When the city and the county square off on August 3rd, fans will get a chance to see the cream of the crop one more time.
Well, it's quite an honor because all the seniors here are all all-stars, and to be recognized in that kind of echelon of players is quite an honor.
Yeah, we're looking to have a lot of fun. That's predominant in our minds, but I'm sure everybody here wants to win more than anything, you know.
The Dream Game is also a showcase for the coaches and the fans, and this year the players are led by two of the very best. Joe D'Antona for the city, Paul Flowers for the county, and they are excited about their assignment.
Well, I think we have to start like we would with our own team, and especially when you have a bunch of kids from different schools, but we're going to try to be as fundamentally and basically sound as we could be, and take it one day at a time from that standpoint.
It's the type of game that the youngsters, a lot of them have been enjoying this summer, and we want to make sure that they're in good condition, because an athlete that is in condition will enjoy himself a lot more the coming game night and will be able to perform better.
Again, the 54th Annual Dream Football Game, the city against the county, Wednesday, August 3rd at Memorial Stadium in Scranton. This is Jim Miller, Eyewitness Sports.
The 54th Annual Lackawanna County Dream Game is now just 8 days away. And after closely observing 5 different potential quarterbacks, County Coach Paul Flowers has made the decision to go with Glenn Kempa and Gary DeRicci.
I chose these two maybe at some time during the course of a practice. They might have impressed me a little more than the other boy, but at times the other person impressed me, and this was my decision. I got to live with it, I guess.
Last season for Riverside, Kempa completed 84 passes, good for 1,296 yards and 9 touchdowns. DeRicci, meanwhile, led the Suburban Conference with 123 completions, throwing for 16 TDs and close to 2,000 yards for Carbondale area. Both quarterbacks chosen feel their type of play will fit well into the county's offense on August 3rd.
Well, last year we threw a lot of short game. I think that's what Coach is looking for. He could run the backs, he likes to run the ball, but the short passing game, he likes the curls and the out patterns, and I feel Gary and I can do that well.
I think it would fit him pretty well because when at our high school we ran the same type of offense, short curls, down and outs, a lot of short patterns. That's what Coach Flowers likes.
The two signal callers will now have 6 practice sessions remaining to work out at the vital position before they lead their team into battle with the City All-Stars next week. Reporting from Old Forge, Eric Ritchie, Eyewitness Sports.
It was a lighthearted night for plenty of football players tonight as the city and the county put on the feed bag for the last big meal before the annual Dream Game tomorrow night. Head coaches Joe D'Antona and Paul Flowers will showcase Lackawanna County's very best one more time. What about the talent in this game this year as far as you're concerned?
Oh, I think it's very good, Jim. I know that looking at the county kids, you know, there's a lot of kids that we played against through the years against West Scranton, and looking at the kids that we have, again, we played against them, and I think the talent is very, very good.
Well, overall, I'm very impressed with the caliber of the athletes. I'm impressed with running backs like Joby Fawcett, to see how fast he is compared to all the youngsters here, and that only brings me to a point where the boy from Myers has to be extremely fast, because if he can beat Joby, I don't know who could beat him.
The Dream Game has special meaning to everyone involved over the years, whether it be a player or a member of the committee, and this year is no different.
It's the best experience I've ever had. For the Lions Club and the Blind Association, you're talking about 30,000 preschool eye examinations, 1,500 corrections on children before they go to school.
Many of these young men will be playing for the last time in front of the hometown fans, and it's the last time for them to show what they have, and many of them are really looking forward to it.
The city and the county tomorrow night in the 54th annual Dream Football Game. Kickoff time set for 8 p.m. at Memorial Stadium in Scranton. The cream of the crop in high school football in Lackawanna County will put it on the line tonight as the 54th annual Dream Football Game unfolds before a very good crowd at Memorial Stadium in Scranton. The Dream Game has touched the lives of thousands over the years and holds great meaning for everyone.
I remember the Dream Game as a little kid. It's a kickoff to the football season in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's got everything. It's got the tradition for sure. It's 54 years old. It's been played every year, either in the winter or the summer, but somehow nothing ever got in the way of it being played, and I'm happy to be associated with it.
It was special for me, I know, because I played in it. I guess that's about 25 years ago. It's remained the same way. We look forward to it. The charity of it, the fans coming out for it, everything about it. Everybody looks forward to the All-Star Game and the hoopala around it.
The Dream Game is also a football game that's for charity and helps so many in ways far greater than the sport. That's the special part of this event. It touches the lives of those in need.
For the Lions Club and the Blind Association, you're talking about 30,000 preschool eye examinations, 1,500 corrections on children before they go to school.
I think the Dream Game is really a traditional part of Lackawanna County. It's been here for 54 years this year. And I think a lot of the people who go to the game have been past players or people who have watched it grow over the 54 years. And it's really a traditional part of Lackawanna County.
The city and the county will offer area football fans one last look at those involved and will whet the appetite of football types as they gear up for a brand new season that is only a few weeks away. Following a scoreless first quarter, the city got on the board in quarter number 2. Brian Davis from Tech on the rollout right hits Jerry Camp from West Scranton. 18-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good. 7-0, the city over the county. The county came back in quarter number 3, and the man with the football is Zed Dokulovich of the Lakeland Chiefs. He rocks 22 yards for the score. It was a 7-6 football game. The county then went for 2. Dokulovich gets the call on the power sweep to the right. He plows over for the score. The county led the city 8-7. The city came right back in the closing seconds of quarter number 3. Brian Davis on the fly pattern down the left side finds Cap again. He cuts back inside for 37 yards to the county's 11-yard line. Later in the drive, Davis rolls to his right and finds Cap in the right corner of the end zone. The play covered 6 yards and the city led the county 13-8. The city then went for 2. Davis to Don Monticelli of West Scranton. 15-8. The city over the county as the 54th annual Dream Football Game wrapped up before an outstanding crowd at Memorial Stadium in Scranton.